Hello, and welcome to What If the Sasuke Talked to Team 7, Part 11. Now last time, our main characters were recovering. Sasuke had just been released from the hospital and was spending time with Sakura, while Naruto was still recovering from the Kodomakakami that he received from Danzo, with him and Kurama actually coming to some good agreements because they had both been, screwed over by a Sharingan user. So, from now on, Kurama's going to help Naruto get out of Genjutsu, and Naruto has a better understanding of Kurama because Kurama mentioned that when the fourth Hokage, used the Reaper Death Seal on him, it really screwed him up. So Naruto is a little more empathetic to Kurama's situation. Meanwhile, Danzo, having lost his chance to be Hokage due to his own methods, has decided to rule the world instead, joining Akatsuki. He wants to eliminate Madara Uchiha, which he believes is Tobi, which is half right, and direct Pain's new peaceful world. Having known from Itachi that, we don't know. At this point, Danzo doesn't know that, Nagato has one foot in the grave, but nevertheless, he knows enough that Pain's plan is to get all the Bijus together to force the world to be peaceful. To this end, he visits the site in which the Fourth Tails was being drained, which, Sengoku was the Biju that was held by Roshi, the stone ninja. And he outs Itachi as a spy for Konoha. This forces Itachi to flee, being followed by Kisame, who had previously swore to kill him if he ever betrayed them. Itachi, unable to outrun Kisame, tries to fight him using the Susanoo, which does okay for a while, but Kisame is just that much of a badass. But the fighters are ambushed by Orochimaru and some of his men, and they are both captured. Kisame, unwilling to be a test subject or anyone's prisoner, commits suicide through sharks, leaving Sengetsu to achieve his goal of having the Samahade sword. Now, back to the story. Based on intel gathered from Hidan and Kakazu, Jiraiya is able to basically locate Pein in Amaterasu, the land of rain. And things follow pretty close to canon. Jiraiya goes in there trying to learn all he can, but his presence is found out and Pein attacks. Using Sage Mode as well as summons, Jiraiya fights off the three passive Pains with Ma and Pa toads, Shima and Kakazuka, are able to use a genjutsu to eventually stop the three Pains. But as Jiraiya tries to escape, another path of Pain shows up, cuts off his arm. Now, many fans have wondered why reverse summoning is not used more often, and that's kind of a fair point. Jiraiya is the only one in the Naruto series to show to use reverse summoning at all, with the exception, of course, his two disciples, Nagato and Naruto. But in this case, it makes perfect sense for Jiraiya to get reverse summoned out of there and retreat. So that's exactly what I'm going to have him do. So Kakazuka, the Pa toad, delivers the unconscious Jiraiya to Konoha, where Tsunade tends to his wounds. Pa requests that Naruto accompany him back to Mount Mukaboku to continue his sage training, or complete his sage training, depending on how long it's going to take him. Naruto, having broken free of the Kodomakakami and is able to spend time with his team again, wants to bring them along, but Pa denies this request, which Kakashi lessens the blow by reminding Naruto that they have their own summon contracts, that Sasuke and Sakura can learn Sage Mode, or at least Nature Chakra, from the dogs and the slugs. So Naruto, says goodbyes to his team. Him and Sasuke show that they are friends again, that he is not, a murder hobo anymore, trying to kill all the Uchihas. Although I'm guessing if Naruto runs into Madara, I'm guessing that Kurama is just going to edge him on, not so much stop him from going on the murder spree. But Naruto says goodbye to his teammates and ends up at the mountain for sage training, which will go similar, but will make a lot more sense, because I'm just going to say Naruto learned Sage Mode far too quickly to be reasonable. If it was that easy, everyone should do it. But since he's had years of partial lessons and training, it's actually going to make sense that he's going to learn it in the time that he has this time. Similarly, Sakura and Sasuke are not going to go to their respective homeworlds, because I don't know where the dogs and the slugs actually live. I'm just going to say that Sakura summons a slug that helps her learn how to use Sage Mode, and Sasuke summons Paku, and he teaches him what the dogs know about summoning, using Nature Chakra. During this time, Jiraiya recovers and details everything he knows about Nagato and the corpses that the Path of Pain used in their combat. So, unlike being much later in the fight, all of Konoha is going to know how Pain actually works, at least a lot better than he is not one of you. The real one is not among them. I think that was the line that Jiraiya writes into Pa Toad to get the message across. For now, he's actually able to tell them. Meanwhile, Danzo must prove his loyalty to Akatsuki by capturing the Eight Tails, Killer Bee. Again, he's accompanied by Turin Abarai and Fu Yamanakai with the side. Now, Fu uses the mind transfer jutsu to temporarily disable Bee, but Bee, with the Eight Tails helping him out, breaks free pretty quickly and kills Fu. Turin uses his micro bugs, or nano bugs, I can't remember what the official name for is, those little purple things, to actually do a fair amount of damage against Killer Bee. And Danzo, being a much better swordsman than Bee is, forces Bee to go into Biju mood. And the fight intensifies with him being overwhelmed by Danzo's experience and all the power he's amassed in his lifetime. He has to do the tentacle fake out. Now, Danzo and Turin both help seal the Eight Tails, only to find out they've been tricked. And they go off to complete the mission for real this time. Meanwhile, Pain and Konan attack Konoha. But, like I said, Leaf Ninjas have a bit of knowledge about what Pain really is about. They only know what 3 of the paths actually do, but they know that each path only has one ability. It also knows that they're all corpses. And with Danzo already out of the village, he's not going to kill the messenger toad, so Naruto is summoned almost right away. So, we're going to have so it's going to start off about the same with Kakashi, the Hokage, facing off against the Deva Path, with Choza and Choji facing the Asura Path, the machine guy. Naruto, when he gets summoned, first runs into the Preta Path, the chakra-absorbing member of the Paths of Pain, and just like before, uses the Frog Kenpo to incapacitate him pretty quickly. Then we have Sakura versus the Animal Path, Konohamaru versus Narako Path, Sumi and Kiba versus the Human Path, and Sasuke ends up facing Kanaka, the Paper Girl, which she is at a distinct disadvantage against a fire user like a Uchiha. And of course, it kind of is very poignant that they're the best friends of the pupils in Jiraiya are facing off each other. So Sasuke versus Konoha, I cannot say her name, are fight off with, of course, fire beating paper most days. Even if there's a lot of water or other flame retardant material on the paper, she is eventually forced to retreat because she just cannot compete with Sasuke's advantage there, even if she is a much more experienced ninja. Now, just like before, Choza and Choji are able to fight the Asura Path to a standstill, with Kakashi nearby able to add enough support to defeat the Machine Man. Sakura, versus the Animal Path, uses her, her one-hit kill, a sealing array that causes everyone in the vicinity to absorb nature chakra. Now, not a problem for her. Actually, it's very helpful for her. But for all the animals that Pein summons, they all get petrified into stone, including the Path of Pein, the Animal Path. Sakura turns it into stone and crushes it with her hands. Konohamaru, again, shows off the Rasengan, or with the help of his monkey summons to defeat the Naraku Path. Because remember, Naraku Path really didn't have much going for it. It could summon the King of Hell and heal other paths of pain, but other than interrogating people, and if they lie, they lose their tongue, it wasn't really that offensive. And again, with the human path, which could draw out someone's soul and mind to interrogate them, it isn't very physical. So Kiba and his mother, are able to use fang over fang to tear it apart. Now Jiraiya, who, like I said, is not dead, he's recovered, gets on the battlefield to help Kakashi against the Diva Path, which he recognizes as Yaiko, that's how you pronounce his name, and basically talks to Nagato through Yaiko, telling him, regrets, basically doing his own version of talking no jutsu. While this is going on, Naruto, who had beat the Preta Path pretty easily, meets up with Hinata, who is able to determine because I remember in the canon story, Shikamaru figures out that in order to control the bodies, they'd have to be close to Konoha at a high range. So between Naruto using the chakra spikes and Hinata's Byakugan, they're able to track down Nagato, who at this point has Konoha backing him up. And between Jiraiya talking to his pupil and Naruto doing his own Takno Jutsu, the result is the same, that Nagato decides that Naruto's solution is better. But because the Deva Path was defeated before it can do the giant almighty push, Shimmer Tensei, there's far less casualties. So even when Nagato does use his outer path to heal people, it's not that much of a chakra drain that it kills them. So now we just got Nagato and Konoha in the Leaf Village now, trying to figure out what to do with their lives. And it's at this point that Team Samara of Kumamara, the Land of Lightning, or I guess the village hidden in the lightning, shows up, telling Konoha that Danzo kidnapped Killer Bee. And that's where we're going to leave you today. Let me know what you think.